places. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek, I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy, I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. We go. It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek, I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy, I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. We go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Insights of a Survivor. I'm trying to fix this, and I am your host, PJ. Thank you again for coming in for another week. Before we get started, I, of course, have to give my trigger warning. I want to acknowledge that today's episode will cover sensitive topics, including domestic violence, survivorship, and healing, and the healing journey. Some content may be sensitive or triggering for listeners who have experienced trauma, but please, always take care of yourself. Pause if you need to, reach out for support, and prioritize your well-being. Even if it means that you have to shut the episode off. You know, I love your support, but I want to support you as well, and make sure you understand that you have to take care of yourself before anything else. Oh my goodness, I just forgot that this loud fan was on, but you guys can bear with me. It's really hot today. So last week, you guys on my Facebook Live, a couple of people were on there and they asked a couple of questions, and I didn't get to it because for some reason I didn't see those questions until after. So one question was from Miss Henderson. She asked, would I say, because we were talking to my husband about, living with someone who has overcome trauma. She said, would you say she helps you communicate better now and helps you understand it gets better with communicating? Let's see, would you say she helps you communicate better now and help you understand that it gets better with communicating? So his answer to that was, yes, I do. He doesn't want to come back on just yet. You guys, I kind of startled him. He wasn't ready for it. But yes, I do help him communicate again. He didn't really understand what I needed, what needs needed. He had a very black and white view of life. He didn't understand the shades of gray, and it took a lot of me talking to him and getting him to understand what it was that I needed, communicating wise. He's still learning. We still have our issues. We're still working through them. We're still trying to figure a lot of stuff out because I'm not going to say mistakes weren't made, but again, we're still learning. And the second question she asked was, what is your outlook on how you handle dealing with her triggered trauma? His outlook now, from what he says, is a lot different than before, because before he thought everything was always just a way of getting attention-seeking behavior. His outlook now is that my trauma is very real. He sees how badly that it can affect me if he doesn't stop pushing certain buttons. Because again, he didn't realize, he'd never dealt with anyone who'd been in a traumatic situation before. So he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to respond. He didn't know how to react. He just did the best he could. And it wasn't always how he should have responded, because it was how he was raised, that people who act certain ways are just trying to seek attention. So I hope this answers your questions. If not, please feel free to ask more. I will do the best that I can to to get those questions answered quickly. Hopefully, you don't have to wait another week. But I would like to also celebrate the fact that this has been 1 year, one whole year that I have been that I've had this YouTube channel. I started it Wednesday actually was the year anniversary of my channel, and I'm just like I'm so excited. I didn't even think I would last a month. I started off with only automated AI generated video, AI generated content. Everything was AI generated. I went from that to what you see right now, and it took a year for me. It took less than a year for me to become confident enough to show my face. It took less than even show. It wasn't even that long before I was, doing it vocally. But I'm super excited about how everything is going, how everything, all these opportunities that are being brought to me during this time. So, just happy anniversary. Yay. I'm so proud of myself. And again, where I'm going is, I can't believe that I'm here, and all the people that I've met during this journey, all of the opportunities. And I'm grateful for that. But during my time in Costa Rica and during my time in my healing journey, I had to learn one thing, which is what the title of this is. It's releasing with love. Yesterday, when we were when we were listening to Coach Kiss on the Kiss Corner, she said something about releasing with love. And my daughter actually sent me a video last year of, what was his name? Kevin Gates, I believe. He posted something on TikTok, and it said, "I release you with love." I want to find the video because I want to share it with you guys. I don't own any rights, so I'm not trying to get sued. I don't want to, but I just feel like this is something that should be shared. So I'm going to try to see if I can share my screen. Just give me a second. I'm still new with, hold on, let me pause it. So I want to share my screen if it'll let me. Yes, it will. Okay, here we go. Let me share this. There. I want to know if I can
All
start
soul
this.
ties and all energies that no longer serve my higher self. But I love you. But we go no further, because just having that attachment is keeping me from being what I'm supposed to be. And since I've been released, I love you, but I release you with love from all spiritual agreements, all spiritual contracts, all soul ties, and all energies that no longer serve my higher self. But I love you, but we go no further, because just having that attachment is keeping me from being what I'm supposed to be. And since I've been releasing a lot of baggage, my career has just went back through the roof. Why is that? It's the energy.
The reason you're here is simple. You clicked on how I make over 10K a month.
Oh, no. No more. I'm no longer sharing my screen. I brought you back. But that is what I wanted to talk about today. That I don't know a lot of Kevin Gates music. I don't really, but I am a fan of that. That was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever heard. I release you with love. I have had to release during my journey a lot of people who I thought was going to be in my corner for the rest of my life. A lot of people I've known my entire life. I made plans. I was just telling my husband earlier, I miss some of the people that I was around. And though they may not have done that much, they've done enough to show me that I need to release them with love. And releasing someone with love is compassionate. It's an intentional act. It's not about force or forget. It's not about forcing yourself to forget about something or doing something that doesn't matter to you. It's about recognizing that some people, certain environments, or certain circumstances no longer contribute to your well-being or growth. It's an act of self-love. It's an act of self-respect. And again, Kevin Gates, I'm not trying to take the rights to your your post. This is all you. Thank you. Please, again, don't sue me. But that was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen or heard in a very long time. Because when we hold on to things or people that are not in alignment with who we are, we create inner conflict. Releasing allows us to move forward, to create space for healthier relationships, for healthier opportunities, and for healthier mindsets. I'm not happy that I had to let some of the people go. I do miss some of these people a lot, but I do recognize that ever since I cut some of those ties, I have been a lot more at peace. I honestly have been a lot happier. I have not had to worry about a lot of drama. He said, she said, and these people, again, some of these people, one person in particular I still hear this person is still bringing my name up. And now because they have no more emotional control over me, when I hear that, I'm just like, whatever, if that's what they feel like they need to do to make them feel whole, I welcome to that. But as far as you entering in my circle, I have to release you with love. There are people who I probably should be releasing as of today, and I'm actually backing away from as we speak because my relationship with them no longer aligns with my goals. Their mindset is not in the same place where my mindset is at. And it isn't because it's not that I don't respect them. It's not that I don't love or value them. It's that I love and value myself. When I was going through the trauma that I was going through, I was taught that no matter what anyone did to me, I still had to people please. I had to make sure that your value, your rules, your whatever, your boundaries were respected. You were loved, you were cherished, you were cared for. No one ever taught me that I also have the right to feel those ways myself. So during this journey, I learned that it was not easy though, because in the beginning, especially, like I said, when I lost my son, I was with that one person I had been known since I was 14. I wanted to run to her so bad with every problem that I had. But every time I tried to, kind of meet up with her, everything was okay in the beginning, but she showed me that I can't trust her. She showed me that I maybe should back away from her. She was really cruel, really cruel. I never knew if I've done something to her to offend her, she could have approached me about it. We maybe could have talked about it like adults, but instead she chose to do a lot of sneaky, backhanded things to try to seriously hurt me emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and some physically. And that was somebody I learned that I probably needed out of my life. And ever since I've had her out of my life, I've been a lot more at peace. I have my own problems that I can work on now. Again, as you heard in the beginning, I'm working, me and my husband are having things that we're working on. If I had all this extra drama in my life, I wouldn't be able to focus on what's in my face. All of these opportunities that are coming my way, oh my goodness. I can't speak on some of them, but things are just pouring. I know you guys are waiting for my insights. I'm sorry. I Survived Domestic Violence series. I'm editing those right now. It's a lot longer than I thought, but I'm hoping by this Monday or next, I'll have my first episode of that ready. I also have a cartoon that's geared for children called The Whispers in the Treehouse. It's about young children and how they deal with adults who are overcoming trauma in their life, or how they deal with domestic violence in their home, how they're dealing with being touched in ways that are inappropriate, and how they process those feelings and then seek help. I want to help children too. Understand that if you're being violated, if your boundaries are being violated, that you have rights to feel loved as well. If you're dealing with domestic violence in your home, how you process that. That it's okay to find a safe person that you can share with and try to seek some kind of help. So these are projects that I'm working on that should be coming out here in the next few weeks, maybe month. And that's not including other things that I'm actually working on. Now, where would my mind be if I was still back in that mindset of drama and chaos with people who I really do still love? I really do still value them as a person, but the relationship that we once had is over, and I had to release it with love. The emotional challenges of releasing it can be difficult because we're often attached to things that have been things, people, environments that have been a part of us for so long, or we fear the unknown. I moved here last year. That's another anniversary. Wednesday was my 1-year anniversary of coming here to Costa Rica. Me and my family last year decided to take a chance on ourselves. We packed up our things, cashed out our savings, cashed our retirement early And we left and we came here to Costa Rica. And to say that it's been hard, it hasn't been that hard, but it hasn't been that easy as well as, getting to know this areas. We're still, we're more grounded than we were when we first got here, but we're still learning things. My granddaughter, I think you guys might have met her last week, those who tuned in. She started school. She does not speak the language, but she's learning, she's growing, and she loves it. So that we had to leave something that was familiar to us, with everyone that we knew telling us, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You're going somewhere. I heard this about this place. I heard that about this place." Not realizing that some of the things that they're hearing about this place happens right around the corner from their house. It's like, okay, but we came here. We had to release an environment that was unhealthy for us. There's also an idea of guilt. I have that so bad. I don't like hurting anyone's feelings. I hate hurting people's feelings. Even now, when I realize I still have to love myself, I still don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. If I can love myself and make sure that someone else's feelings are intact, that would be the best plan for me. But at the end of the day, that's not always going to be the case. Um, someone's gonna have to hear my feelings, and I'm gonna say it in the best way I possibly can when I do release them with love. Or I might ask myself, what if I'm making a mistake? This person might change. We're still young. We might, they might grow out of these behaviors. What if I'm moving too fast? But I mean, seriously, what if I'm holding on to something just for the sake of it, and it drains my energy and it stops my growth? We can what if all day, but what if we release this person and things start showing signs of improvement? What if we release this place? Well, I don't want to leave here. This is my hometown, but you're unable to find a job here. You're unable to find housing. You're unable to get the stability that you need. So if you just move a town over where you don't know anyone, this place is hiring, these places have more opportunities, and doors are opening for you over here. When you're not allowing, if you're too afraid to walk through that door, you're never going to be where you're supposed to be. Excuse the dogs, you guys, again. They're all over the place. So if you hear them, they're just there. They're telling you they love you. But yeah, sometimes walking into the unknown is a part of your personal growth, and it would be the best decision that you ever make. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to really, really love that you made that decision. You're going to regret it if you don't go. And acknowledging your feelings of sadness, guilt, or fear, it's okay. It's okay to deal with these emotions. You can give yourself permission to miss these people that you wanted to have in your life, but you knew you needed to leave. It's okay to miss home. Give yourself permission to feel. Give yourself permission to grieve and mourn the loss, but remind yourself that releasing this is an act of self-love and an act of self-respect. I had to stop talking to my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother. But if I call you every day and you are so intoxicated that the only thing you could do is call me out my name, I'm a bitch every other 5 minutes. Or this is something that like I said, this is one of those triggers that you guys, this triggers you. I'm sorry. You killed my son, because she calls my son her son. You killed your son. You left him to die. Why would I want to keep doing that to myself? It would be easier to just allow her to deal with her emotions the way she needs to deal with them, and deal with my emotions the way I do. It doesn't mean I don't love her, and I had to really, and I did let her know I'm going to have to stop talking to you because she will not stop her addiction. We tried helping her. Me and my sister tried helping her. Family members has tried to help her, offered her to go to rehabilitation center. She says no. She has a reason. She said, I have a right to do what I want to do to make myself happy. And she does. And if that is what makes her happy, I have a right to my peace of mind and releasing her to be happy and live her life the way she wants. I will not subject my children to it. I will not subject my grandchild to it. Does she try to make me feel bad about it? Yes. Does she tell family members on me and try to make me look like a bad guy? Yes. Does it bother me? Not anymore. Did it at one point? Yes, it did. Because I felt guilty. I felt bad. That's your mom. You only get one mom. Yes, that is my mom, but I am your child. These are your grandchildren. I have a responsibility to myself. to make sure that I am no longer being triggered by the actions of someone else, and make sure that my children or my grandchildren have to have triggers because of the actions of someone who made their decision. When you release them, when I release you with love, it's not just one day I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm just going to stop talking to Betty Sue. No, I'm going to tell Betty Sue, these are the things that you're doing that's causing me to want to move away from you. If you value your relationship with me and I'm not asking you to do anything that's going to affect your boundaries or affect your life, call me by my name. Call me PJ. Don't call me this name. Don't touch me in that way. Don't talk to me in that tone. These things are triggering to me. If those are things that are too much to ask of you, then it's fine. You don't have to stop, but you're going to stop with me because I'm going to release you with love. Taking my power back. Taking my power back. The power of letting go with compassion. Letting go doesn't mean we're angry with you or that we're dismissing what you meant to us. The people, the place, the things, the environment, the object, whatever. We're not dismissing what that meant to us. It just simply means that we're choosing to move forward with love and compassion for ourselves in that situation. I have to love myself. I can't love you more than me. Obviously, you don't love me enough because you're doing the things that makes me feel like I need to release you in the first place. Whether it's a job, a relationship, or a belief. A lot of people struggle with this belief or that belief. People want to believe in a certain religion or believe in a certain lifestyle that no longer suits them. They question everything about it. They feel like it doesn't serve them anymore. And if they choose to release it, they're going to feel like they're wrong. No, because releasing with love always allows you to honor the good that came from it. But it's time to step into the next chapter of your journey. So, I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm not telling you in any way to forget about people that love you, to forget about people who are here for you. I'm saying maybe you need to try something new. There's nothing wrong with trying something new. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I don't like wearing the color red anymore. I want to start wearing the color green. I don't like having my feelings, torn apart by things that I can't control anymore, and have someone tell me that I'm wrong for wanting happiness in my life. I'm not wrong for wanting happiness. I'm not wrong. You're not wrong for needing more. You're not wrong for needing to be happy. You're not wrong for having people forcing your boundaries to be respected. Because, it's not something that should be that hard for someone who actually loves you. If you love me, then you wouldn't have a problem with it. And you know what? I'm not even going to say that. You might actually love me, but you feel like your problems are more important than mine. You feel like everything that you do is more important than anything that I have going on in my life. And if that's how you feel, then you're welcome to it. You are very much welcome to it. But I'm not going to be the one to sit around and allow you to continuously make me feel like I'm not worth you stopping things that cause me hurt or pain. Again, it doesn't have to be out of anger, though. I'm just moving forward with my life. I'm leaving the situation. I'm allowing myself to honor the good memories that I have with you. But it's time for me to step into the next chapter of my journey. So I release you with love. And there are really, really good ways to release something or someone or somewhere with love. And the first is to reflect and acknowledge. By reflecting, you have to understand why you need to let that go. I don't like being in my hometown because it's a lot of triggers. I was homeless there as a teen. A lot of bad things happened to me. So I know why I need to let go of that place. And I understand the reasons behind it, because every time I walk in the park that happens to me, I'm going through panic attacks and anxiety because I haven't yet healed from that. One day I may be able to go back to that place and stand there with my power back, but I'm still working on that. So I'm not going to allow myself to go through that kind of pain, because I'm acknowledging the emotional impact of what I am releasing. And I am honoring what that taught me. And I am going to one day go back to that place. But I acknowledge why. I understand why I had to let that go. This is more with people, is setting boundaries. Sometimes releasing involves setting healthy boundaries that could mean distancing yourself from someone or choosing to not interact or engage in certain behaviors. Like I just told you with my mother, I will have a full conversation with my mother. She's welcome to do anything with me, with my grandchildren, with my child, and my children, if she's sober. My mother sober is a completely different person than when she's intoxicated. When she gets to drinking, she's someone that I don't like to see. When she's sober, she is a good mother. She's a good person. She has a big heart, but she doesn't want to stay sober because she can't deal with the demons that are, that she has to deal with from her trauma that she has not addressed and she has not learned to heal from, which is her choice. But because of that behavior, I have to set my boundaries and say, well, when you are sober, you can call me. But as long as you are drinking, I really cannot talk to you. Please do not call me. So does she respect my boundaries? No. So what do I have to do? I'll block her. And anybody who wants to call me with her on the phone or call me and relay messages, they don't want to respect my boundaries, I will block them too. My cutoff game's strong. I will cut you off. And it's not because I want to, but it's because I have to put myself first. If you want to put someone who has caused me harm before my own boundaries, then you can, I love you. But I'm going to have to distance myself from you because I am choosing myself first. I will not engage in that behavior. If you want to gossip with me about something that's going on in someone else's life, then I'm going to have to release you because I don't want to hear you talk to me about something that another person is fighting with. We don't know what their circumstances are. All we know is what we see. And I'm not trying to do that. How can we help them? If you want to come to me with concern and say, Betty Sue is going through something, how can we help them? Then maybe we can have a conversation. But if you want to just laugh at her pain, then you're going to have to laugh at someone else because I don't think that's funny. I won't engage in that kind of behavior, but those are my boundaries. And anyone else is free to live their life how they choose to. This is how I choose to live mine. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that a lot of people have a hard time with. But it is very powerful. It's very powerful. It doesn't mean that you're excusing their behavior. It doesn't mean that you are accepting of their actions or their choices. It means you're freeing yourself from carrying this weight on your shoulders, this burden of resentment, this resentment that's causing you to be bitter. Honestly, when you hold all that anger inside of you, if I held all that anger inside of me for everyone that's ever hurt me, for everyone that's ever said something bad about me, for everyone that's ever tried to sabotage my life, or anyone, everyone, whoever, who's done anything to me, even to the point where the guy who did the bad thing to my child, if I hold anger and resentment towards him, I'm going to make myself bitter. Whatever people do to me, they have to deal with whatever's coming back to them. It's not my job to put it on them. Their job was whatever is out here in the universe's job to distribute whatever karma. It's not for me. It's for me to learn my lesson from that situation and move past it. So I have to forgive even myself. Even myself. And if you have a hard time with that, write it out. Journaling can be a great tool for expressing how you feel. Write letters to the people. That was one of the challenges that I had. I had a 100-day challenge, I believe. I've done a few challenges. But in most of those challenges, it will tell you to write a letter to the people or to the situation that you're releasing. And you don't have to send it to them. It's about giving yourself closure. You can burn it, rip it, keep it, read it again, do what you want to do. It is for you to receive your own closure. It's about giving yourself a door to walk through. So you have to embrace your freedom of letting go. Embrace the freedom of letting go. Once you let go, oh my goodness. Seriously, once you let go, beautiful things are going to happen. You make room for new opportunities. I said in the beginning of this show that, things are just opening up for me. And I believe that because I close those doors, it's like a cup. It says your cup runneth over. But if I have my cup and I'm filling it up with all of the things that I'm holding on to, all of the bad people, not bad people, all of the people that I need to release, all of the things that I need to let go of, if I'm just constantly pouring all of the stuff that I'm supposed to let go of into my cup, it's overflowing with things that are blocking the new stuff. So I have to pour all that out. and put some fresh water in my cup. Those fresh opportunities, those people who align with my values, those places that help me heal. I am in Costa Rica. I say that a lot. I know some of you are getting tired of hearing it, but you could just get tired, baby, because I'm not going to stop. I love that I have the courage to come somewhere where I am able to heal. And for the experiences that will push me to my highest potential. That is what the power of releasing and the freedom of letting go means. Remember that releasing with love is not a one-time thing. It's something that's a continuous process, self-care and growth. As you grow, as you evolve, you're going to notice things in people and items and places that it's like cleaning your house. Things that no longer serve you, you have to let go. You're not going to keep a broken dish in your house. If you can't use it anymore, why are you keeping it there? You have to throw it out. You have to get rid of things that no longer serve your higher self at all. I mean, seriously, why are you holding on? Why? You have to ask yourself that. Why are you holding on to things that no longer serve you? Why are you not able to let go of the hurt that came with being in a relationship with a person who is abusing you? It's hard to release a person who's abusing you because you want to know that person is going to change. I'm going to just stay around. They might change. Well, they might not ever change. I have someone that was close to me. I love her so much. She was my kid's godmother. When I met her, I was with my first husband. I was about 3 or 4 months pregnant with my oldest son, the one that passed away. And she was with her husband. At the time, neither one of us were married. And we're both in very bad, abusive relationships. We both stayed for quite a while. She ended up getting breast cancer. And she stayed with this man the entire time. He was abusive to her. I'm really not sure if he was abusive to the kids. She told me that he wasn't, except for there was one incident that, he was fighting her while she was holding her son, and he hit him while she was holding him. She called me and told me, and I called the police. He forbade her to see me ever again. I wasn't able to talk to her. I wasn't able to call her. We had our moments where we were able to sneak. I used to have to sneak and email her on a private email, which I feel like he found out about because the last time I spoke with her was 2018. And I had to let her know at that time that my son had passed away because, again, she was their godmother. She had a big part in raising them, and they loved her so much. And I found out that last year she passed away from breast cancer. I wasn't able to say goodbye to her because she couldn't release this relationship that she was in, this abusive relationship that she was in. He knew she had cancer for like 20 years, was fighting it, going into remission, going back into having to go to chemo. She, had to have her breast removed, and she had, but it didn't stop. She kept going, and then she finally ended up with stage 4, and she passed away last year. And I was unable to say goodbye to her, and she was the closest thing to me. She couldn't have been, blood would not have made her more my sister, because she was my sister, and I loved her. My family knew her, my sister knew her, and the last time I saw her, I just cried and held her and told her I missed her. And I really want to see her and my god kids, and I don't know them because they were kids when their father forbade me to be around them, and he kept her from me. He isolated her from anyone who would help her, and she died isolated from everyone. She died isolated from everyone because she did not have the heart to release this man and love herself enough to let that situation go. It no longer served her, and she was one of the most beautiful people you would have ever met. Smiling, happy, loving. She did not deserve what happened to her, but she was very loyal to him. He cheated on her, she stayed loyal. He beat her, she stayed there. She loved him more than she loved herself, and she died that way. I don't want to die unhappy in a situation where I'm being mistreated or overlooked or undervalued. I really wish that she would have left, but I'm just happy for the time that I did have with her. That's why it's important to know when it's time to release someone, something, somewhere. Releasing with love is a transformative act of self-care and empowerment. It requires courage. It requires compassion. It requires trust in yourself. You remember, it's not about erasing the past. It's about making space for a more aligned, authentic future. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Insights of a Survivor. I really hope that you feel inspired to release what no longer serves you and to embrace the journey of growth and healing with love. As always, feel free to connect with me on my Linktree for more resources and my new website, www.soulfulresiliencejourney.com, for more events. But that's it for today's episode and this conversation, but it doesn't end there. If today's message hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Share this episode and send it to someone who needs to hear it. And make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a moment of this journey. Like, comment, review. Every action helps push this movement further and further. But listen, this isn't just about words, it's about action. It takes support, and I can't do this alone. So this is me asking for donations. Your donation helps me continue this mission. It provides resources. It creates for me to create a safe space and bring conversations like this to more survivors who need them. So every dollar, every penny, every volunteer, everything that I get, everything that helps me expand this platform, helps me launch new initiatives and build something that lasts, like those shows that I was telling you about, how I survived domestic violence, or with the Whispering Treehouse. And speaking of building, there is a few things coming. I think I told you guys last week, I have a new support group designed for survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence who are ready to heal, connect, and claim their power. This is going to be a free resource to anyone who needs a support. It's a support group. It's called Unbroken Circle. It's going to meet every Wednesday. It was supposed to be 7 p.m. Central Time, but it's 6 p.m. Central Time. And this is going to be a place where we can all have a place where we can learn and grow, connect with each other, and find that community, because we don't have to do this alone. You are not alone. In June of 2025, I think I spoke with you about this last week also, I'm launching a master skills program with a colleague, Ruby. She's a friend of mine, Ruby, and my sister, Cassandra. And this is going to be a transformative experience to help survivors of domestic violence heal from their trauma and take back their lives. This is all about breaking cycles, everyone. This is all about the real healing, the hard work, because it's not easy. Everything that I say to you, this took time. None of this happened overnight. I didn't just snap my fingers and have the strength to just release all of this with love. I had to build up the strength to do this. Okay, and I am also honored to announce my opportunity to be a part of a college speakers tour, which is going to be me bringing these kind of conversations to next generations. And this is bigger than me. This is about all of us. So if you ever wondered how you can make a difference, if you ever wondered how you can help, this is how. This is how you help. You support, you donate, you be the reason someone rises, you help this community grow. Because it doesn't happen overnight again. If you ever wondered how you can make a difference, this is how. Support the work, share the message. If you can't donate, share this with someone who may be able to. But healing doesn't have to happen in isolation. It happens when we all come together. And I will leave you with this. Nobody in the world, this is a quote from Asada Shakur. I love this woman. Nobody in the world, nobody in history has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of people who were oppressing them. No one has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the people that were oppressing them. Release with love. And I also want to ensure that you do have access to real support. So if you know someone who is experiencing domestic violence, human trafficking, or any type of violence, please reach out to organizations that can help, like the National Violence Hotline, 1-800-799-SAFE, 1-800-799-7233, or visit www.thehotline.org. Because no one is alone No one is ever alone. The support is always available. You gotta go get it. Before I wrap up, I want to say this to you again. You are not here to shrink, settle, or stay stuck in spaces that dim your light. You are here to grow, rise, and walk in alignment with who you are becoming, not who you had to be to survive. Letting go isn't weakness. Releasing isn't loss. It's a declaration. It's a bold, beautiful choice to say, I deserve more. I deserve peace. I deserve freedom, and so do you. So if something or someone no longer fits your soul, where your soul is headed, bless it, release it, and make space for what's to come. Not out of bitterness, but out of love. Love for your healing, love for your future, love for the version of you that refuses to stay small. Keep growing, keep rising, and never forget that you are the author of your chapter. Make it powerful. But we don't rise alone. We do need each other. That's why this space exists. That's why this message has to be spread. So that if this episode spoke to you, again, please share it, post it, send it to someone to show them about it, because you never know who's out there needing the exact same reminder today. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an opportunity to hear an episode of empowerment and uplifting. This isn't just the beginning, and there's so much more to come. No matter how hard the past has been, no matter how many times you have been knocked down, you are still worthy of joy. You are still worthy of healing. You are still capable of building the life that you deserve. So, and keep showing up for yourself. And still, until next time, stay strong, stay resilient, and never, ever, ever stop rising.
It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear, I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek. I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. We go. It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear, I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek. I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up.